Hello guys, this is chapter 2.6, Geometric Relationships, and we're going to be looking at a few of these and using them to solve for missing angles in our pictures. So the first one is a linear pair. Now a linear pair just means two angles that form a line. The other important thing to look at is that they add together to be 180. We're going to use that to help us solve some equations later. An easy way to check if two things are linear pairs is if you can draw a half circle around them. So here, I can draw a half circle, so I know those are a linear pair. The other type we have are vertical angles. And the key thing with vertical angles is we draw two lines. And the ones that are inside of our lines and outside of our lines are congruent. You can also think about it as they're across from each other. Key thing to know is that these vertical angles are congruent, or also known as equal. So let's look at some of these properties and let's solve. So we look here and we're checking out, and I'm going to maybe make this a little more difficult. We'll make this 2y. I need to look and see if I've got vertical angles or linear pairs. So right here, I know I have a linear pair because I can draw my half circle. As we learned earlier, linear pairs add to be 180. So there's one equation. I've also got, if I look, some vertical angles here and here. Vertical angles are equal to each other. So now that I've got my equations, I can solve. DCM SADMAP. And we're just solving like we would in Algebra 1. So y is 16. Subtract 1. Divide by 3. And there we go. So there's x, there's y. So key thing is just knowing, are we talking about a linear pair or vertical angles? That's all you need to be able to do to solve these today. Now, let's just look at some relationships. We'll try maybe two of these. These are two different ones. So in this first one, we know that this is 117. Well, that tells me that angle 3 is also 117 because those are vertical angles. If I look here, though, I've got a linear pair. Well, linear pairs add together to be 180. So I minus 117, and I get that angle 4 is 63. I almost wrote 53. So angle 4 is 63. But if this is 63, then this is also 63 because 4 and 2 are vertical angles. All right, let's look at another one. We'll do the same picture, 1, 4, 2, 3. This time we know this is 59. Well, that means angle 4 has to be 59 because these are vertical angles. But look at that. There's a half circle. That's a linear pair. So angle 1 and 59 add to be 180. So angle 1 is 121. But if this is 121, 3 is also 121 because these are vertical angles. And there we go. We found all of the missing angles. All right. So again, it's just kind of knowing, do you have vertical angles or linear pairs? Here, these are vertical angles, so we get 5w plus 3 equals 98, because vertical angles are equal. And now I just solve. And we're done. W is 19. All right. Now, on your homework, there may be a little bit more difficult than just a simple equation like that. So let's look at one that's similar to our homework. How about this one right here? Now, key thing. We've got some vertical angles here and here. Vertical angles can be set equal to each other. So, GCM SADMAP. Distribute 10x minus 10 equals 6x plus 50. M stands for move your variables. Add 10. Divide by 4. And so x is 15. And there we go. We've got it solved. We've also got vertical angles here, so I can just set those equal to each other. And again, I'm going to be solving. So move your variables. Add 9. And divide by 2. And so there we go. We solved for x. And we solved for y. So that's vertical and linear pairs. Hopefully this video helped. Make sure you practice some on your own so that you're ready for any quizzes or any tests. See you later.